Hey everyone. So guess what landed on my doorstep this week? That's right, the 2024 iPad mini. Now I know what you're thinking. How different can it be from the last one? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out. It's been a couple of years since the iPad mini got any love from Apple, but now it's back with a fresh update. Let me just say, if you're like me and have a soft spot for this tiny tablet, you're going to want to stick around. Let's dive into what makes this iPad mini refresh. Well, a refresh. Spoiler alert, Apple didn't reinvent the wheel here, but there are some key updates that are worth talking about. And trust me, we're going to get into every nook and cranny to find out if this little guy is still worth your hard-earned cash. Alright, let's kick things off with the biggest change, the new system on a chip. We've got the A17 Pro under the hood now, which is a leap up from the A15 in the last generation. You're looking at a 30% boost in CPU performance and a whopping 100% increase in neural processing power. Yeah, that's right, double the smarts for all your AI-powered needs. But here's the kicker. This update isn't just about speed. Apple is gearing up for some big things with Apple Intelligence, which is just around the corner. So the A17 Pro is kind of like getting your mini ready for the AI revolution. Whether you'll actually use your tablet for all that Siri wizardry and AI-generated emoji stuff, that's a different story. But hey, at least it's future-proof, right? Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into Apple Intelligence because, well, it's still not here yet. Apple's been teasing us with these AI features, like smarter Siri and automated writing edits, for a while now, but we're still waiting for the actual rollout. All you need to know is that this iPad mini will be ready when that day comes. Alright, let's talk performance. I ran a few benchmarks on the 2024 iPad mini, and as you'd expect, it's definitely faster than the 2021 model. The A17 Pro chip gives it a noticeable boost, with the CPU and GPU performance improvements making it feel snappier and more responsive in everyday use. But, and it's a big but, don't think you're getting iPad Pro level power here. Those M-series chips in the Pro and Air are still the real heavyweights, leaving the mini to play catch-up in some areas. If you're looking to edit 4K videos on the fly or take on serious graphics-intensive gaming, you might hit some limits. Sure, the new chip does a good job of keeping things smooth for short clips and basic edits, but it doesn't have the sheer power to chew through hours of footage with multiple layers of effects. The more demanding the task, the more noticeable those performance gaps become. So for serious creative work, the iPad mini isn't quite the productivity beast that some might hope for. That said, let's not downplay what it can do. Everyday tasks, piece of cake. It sails through web browsing, social media scrolling, and streaming HD videos without breaking a sweat. Even games like Genshin Impact or Call of Duty mobile run quite well, albeit not always with the graphics cranked all the way up. The tablet can handle casual gaming easily, and you might not even notice the limitations if you're not doing anything too intense. In practical use, the real win with the A17 Pro is in multitasking. It juggles multiple apps smoothly, making it easy to switch from reading emails to watching videos, or sketching out ideas with the Apple Pencil Pro without any stutters or lag. That's where the extra power really shines. It elevates the day-to-day experience, even if it's not pushing boundaries in raw computing power. Okay, can we talk about storage for a sec? Apple finally did something right here. The base model now starts at 128 GB, double what we got last time. Plus, there are options to go up to 256 GB or even 512 GB if you're feeling fancy, or have a ridiculous amount of apps. I'm not judging. But, and this is a big but, the price tag isn't exactly budget friendly. If you go all in for the 512 GB version, you're staring at a hefty $799. Ouch. For a tablet that's more for kicking back on the couch than serious productivity, that's a bit much. Still, I guess if you want one of the cheapest ways to access Apple Intelligence, this is it. Some other quality of life improvements. We've got Wi-Fi 6E, so faster, more reliable internet connections, and Bluetooth 5.3, which is, well, better than Bluetooth 5.0, I suppose. Also, the USB-C port now supports transfer speeds up to 10 GB per second. That's pretty speedy for moving files, but let's be real, most of us aren't transferring massive files on our iPad mini. Alright, this one's for the artists and note-takers. The new iPad mini supports the Apple Pencil Pro. Now, the Pencil Pro is not just about lower latency, it's about those nifty features like pressure sensors and a new options panel that pops up when you squeeze it. That's cool and all, but at $129, I'd wager most people buying this mini aren't splurging on a fancy stylus. Still, it's nice to have the option, especially if you're the kind of person who likes to doodle or jot down notes. Let's not forget the main reason people go for the Mini in the first place. its size. This thing is just so comfortable to hold, whether you're reading an ebook, browsing the web, or watching videos. It's perfect for one-handed use, and honestly, that's something the bigger iPads just can't match. However, I've got to say it, those bezels, they're still there, and they're still a little too chunky for my liking. I get that it's not meant to be a cutting-edge device, but come on, Apple, give us a bit more screen, especially on a device this small. So who's this iPad mini actually for? I'd say it's the perfect companion for anyone who wants a tablet for pure content consumption, reading, casual gaming, streaming movies, but doesn't need the power or price tag of the bigger iPads. It's not designed for productivity with no smart connector for accessories like the Magic Keyboard, so don't expect to use this as your main work machine. But for everything else, it's pretty great. In conclusion, the 2024 iPad mini doesn't rock the boat. It's an incremental update that keeps the mini relevant in Apple's lineup, and it sets the stage for those upcoming Apple Intelligence features. If you're already a fan of the form factor, you'll appreciate the subtle improvements. But if you're looking for a major overhaul, this isn't it. Alright, that's my 2 cents on the new iPad mini. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this little guy worth it, or are you holding out for something more substantial? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay curious, stay techie.